The last 2 weeks in the V League have been so busy that there are no longer any undefeated teams left in the league. So busy that teams that looked unstoppable suddenly look vulnerable. So busy that a team that started the season winless has now turned a corner, while another team that started slow is suddenly charging back toward the top of the standings. And so busy that who was sitting comfortably near the top is now looking over their shoulder because the race for the V League championship just became completely unpredictable.
Welcome to V-League Center, your number one source for highlights, stats, and stories from the nation's premier Escatón Professional Basketball League. From buzzer beaters to behind the scenes, if it's V-League, it's right here. This is V-League Center.
Welcome to V-League Center. I'm Ali Mehdaoui, and tonight we're breaking down 2 weeks of games that completely reshaped the V-League landscape. How are we preparing, Mr. Arrington, for this game?
Mental preparation, always taking our opponent as the best opportunity we're going to have. Come out here, locked in, focused, everybody play together, play good defense, get some stops so we can string together some offensive buckets.
Obviously, it's going to be an aggressive game, but strategy comes handy as well. What are you anticipating as far as ball movement, as far as playing conservatively, defense? What are you thinking?
Just letting the ball make the plays for us. Defensively, just being physical, making sure they don't get anything downhill, making sure their shooters get run off the three-point line, and then just boxing out. They got a little bit of size, so keeping them off the boards and keeping them from getting second chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Ali, V-League Center, and I got another face that you better get used to because I have a feeling we're about to get a hell of a game because of this gentleman. Jay Diet, first year in the league and bringing a whole lot of energy with him. First and foremost, tell us a little bit about yourself, your high school and collegiate career up to this point.
Yes, sir. So I'm from North Carolina. My high school, I went to Green Central High School, small school in North Carolina. College, I went to Winston-Salem State, the HBCU. So, yeah, that's about it.
How about the idea of coming into a three-peat game? Does that come with a little bit of pressure and expectations, or are you ready to deliver?
Yes, sir, I'm ready. Well, I learned that the Beltway Bombers, it's a pretty good program, so I'm excited.
Tonight is an anticipated, and every player asks the same exact question, most hyped up game of the regular season. What are you expecting out of your own personal performance today and the team as a whole?
From my own performance, just a strong performance, rebounds, block shots, putbacks, and for the team to come out with the W.
Now, since this is your very first time with us here at V-League Center, what is your superpower that adds the contribution to the Beltway Bombers?
Just being a glue guy, rebounds, block shots, and a lot of dunks,
Sounds like a matchup for Dejour. He's coming for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ali Mehdaoui, V-League Center, and I got a face that you better get used to because I hear he's about to be taking over point guard of the Beltway Bombers, Isaac Parson, and this is my first time getting to meet you. So I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, collegiate or high school experience.
I started at Winston-Salem State. Then once I graduated, I transferred to North Carolina Central, and I ended my career there.
There you go. And bringing the heat to the Beltway Bombers. Now, how did you prepare for the most anticipated game of the regular season versus the Virginia Neptunes?
Just staying in the weight room. We playing against grown men, so just trying to stay in the gym and stay fit.
Anticipated an aggressive game, a physical game?
Definitely. When everybody want to win. So it's a great league. I played in here before. So, yeah, happy to be back.
I asked Trey just a little bit ago about, they're coming off an 8-0 win. They're coming off a lot of momentum. They're coming off a lot of excitement, and some might say even hype. How do you feel that adds into the intensity of the game, or you guys got it in the bag?
I feel like it adds intensity to the game because, everybody want to see us lose. I think they're the 3-time champions now. So, yeah.
3-time champions and only one loss in the last 3 years.
Yeah, so everybody want to see us lose. Everybody want to beat us. So, yeah.
You got to come through the best to be the best. That's what Trey told me. So what do you anticipate out of your performance in this game today?
Playing hard, putting on the show. That's what I always do.
Sounds good. We'll be catching up with you at the half.
Yes, sir.
Segment 1. The Neptunes versus the Bombers thriller. Let's start with one of the biggest games of the past 2 weeks. The Virginia Neptunes versus the Beltway Bombers.
and gentlemen, Coach Stretch just
I
did
told
it.
you. I told you.
What does this win mean to you, Coach?
Hey, look. Number one, it means they ain't the best team in the league. We are. And we stood on that.
What does this mean for finishing strong and going all the way to the chin?
Hey, I see you March 22nd. Go get there.
A matchup that many believed could easily preview the V-League Finals. And it delivered. The Neptunes escaped with a 96-94 victory in a game that came down to execution, composure, and clutch plays in the final moments. For the Neptunes, it was a massive win. At the time, they were still protecting their undefeated season, and beating a powerhouse like the Bombers sent a message across the league. But that moment didn't last long. Segment 2. Warriors shake the league. Because the DMV Warriors stepped in next, and they delivered one of the most important wins of the season. The Warriors defeated the Neptunes 104-89, and with that victory, they took away the Neptunes' undefeated season. It was a statement performance. After a slow start to their year, the Warriors suddenly reminded everyone why they remain one of the most dangerous teams in the V-League. Balanced scoring, aggressive defense, and a team that plays with urgency. That win didn't just change the standings, it reopened the championship conversation. Segment 3. League chaos continues. Meanwhile, across the league, the action didn't slow down. The Steel City Reapers defeated the Savannah Hurricanes 110-95, continuing their reputation as one of the most disruptive teams in the V-League. The Reapers are unpredictable. They win big, they lose tough ones, but one thing is consistent. They make life difficult for every team they face. And speaking of difficult matchups, the DMV Warriors also defeated the VA Black Vipers by 20 points, continuing their push upwards after their slow start. But the Vipers have also shown signs of life. After opening the season winless, they've now broken that streak and proven they can compete in this league.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shaquille Washington, shooting guard. So far, double-digit win by the DMV Warriors. How are you guys making a comeback on the second half?
You just got to execute and play hard. You got to do the little things, box shots, hustle plays, and make the extra pass.
You guys controlled last game, and you got a W. What do you think is different today than last?
Same thing. We're not moving the ball. We're not doing the extra things. It's the little things about basketball. It's a game of runs. Once we make a run, we got to cut the coach.
Awesome. We appreciate you. Good luck in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, V-League Center, as you already know, we got the owner of the Virginia Black Vipers and, of course, the beautiful, amazing Princess Ari herself. Coach, or either owner of the team, I would love to hear. Last week, you guys picked up an amazing win against the DMV Warriors. How is this first half going so far, and what are you most excited about?
The first half could be a bit better. Just the consistency and what we're doing, the shots that we're taking, understanding the mission, understanding the goal. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Absolutely. This is your inaugural season in V-League, and we got a couple of games under your belt. How was your experience so far versus what you started as far as expectations?
Well, the expectation was to come in and clear house, but, you know, it's a talented group of guys. The entire league in itself is talented, so you just kind of this year was like, we have to adapt. We have to adapt. We can't come in here and beat everybody up like we thought we was going to do. So, yeah, it's really just adapt to what's going on and, get on the same level.
You and your coach are definitely in perfect alignment. How do you feel that, from a leadership perspective, you're putting together a team means to the rest of the V League? How would you describe anybody that wants to be a franchisee to consider based on how you guys led to this point?
It's a good question. I think if anybody's considering, joining the V League, they also got to understand this is not rec ball. This is not, we're going to stand around and everybody going to jack up threes. Like, this is strategic. So having a plan from your infrastructure all the way down to the 12th man, 13th, 14th man on the bench. Definitely be as organized as you possibly can be. And understand, like I said, this is not rec ball.
Absolutely. Last week you had the most valuable player of the week, Darius Camp. He had a monster game, and he definitely is aggressive and definitely keeping it cool today. What is your message as an owner to your team and to your stars?
I mean, we have a roster full of MVPs. It's a team sport. So there's no I in team. There's no individuals on this team. Everybody is that was just a representation of the entire team and our efforts and our plan going into the game. So, everybody's an MVP. I believe in everybody. And, going forward, just understand this is a team effort. The mission is us, not I.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Dre Thompson in the building, the owner of the Virginia Black Vipers. Clinched a win last week. We're keeping an eye on that second half. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Ali with V-League Center, and I got the man that made the legend. I know you know his face. He was the most valuable player last week with an incredible performance, and today he's definitely keeping control of the game. The first half is kind of slipping away, but I think there is a comeback that is absolutely going to make it even more entertaining. But before we go into the half, Darius Camp, this gentleman not only brought the heat, brought the work ethic, brought the athleticism, but I wanted to have him on a quick 30 seconds to a minute to introduce his greatness to the V-League. Tell us a little bit about your background, yourself, and what's so exciting about this season so far.
My name is Darius Kemp. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. I've been playing basketball since high school, so actually I'm kind of new to it.
Straight down, boss. Straight down.
7-8 years playing basketball. First year playing in the V-League. It's amazing. It's a great opportunity to be seen. It's great competition. It's definitely a fort that you have to get over.
At one point, the half got to a double-digit differential. What do you think the opportunities that the team has to kind of get a major comeback in the second half?
We're slowly putting it together into the second. We just got to work on the small things, attention to details, cutting off, doing the small things, making the next person's job easier.
Do you think it's more of defense or offense that needs to turn it up even more, or is it a little bit of both?
Definitely defensive side. We can score the ball at will. As long as we defend and rebound, that's the things that we work on. We'll have a great second half.
Are we getting MVP Darius second half?
Yes, sir. See you coming.
I'm going to catch you up on the end of the game. Appreciate you. Darius Camp, ladies and gentlemen.
Segment 4, Bombers versus the Warriors. Stat breakdown. Then came one of the most dominant performances of the past 2 weeks. The Beltway Bombers versus the DMV Warriors. Final score, Bombers 95, Warriors 76. And this game belonged to one man, AJ Cox. Cox delivered one of the most complete individual performances we've seen all season. His stat line, 25 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks. That performance earned AJ Cox the V-League Most Valuable Player of the Week. But this wasn't just about scoring. This was about control. Here's some deep stat analysis for you. Let's look at the numbers that defined the game. First, the rebounding battle. The Bombers dominated the glass 62 rebounds to 49. That advantage gave the extra possessions, second chance opportunities, and momentum throughout the game. Second, the paint. The Bombers controlled the interior, scoring 50 points in the paint compared to 32 for the DMV. That physical presence changed the rhythm of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Joel Webb, the man that made the legend that is dominating on that board. Absolutely first half with a lot of aggressiveness and monster dominance. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that have been going your way.
Well, starting off with defense, I think once we started off with defense, the game was going to open up to be easy for us. So I say the defense aspect of the game was amazing.
Do you feel like they're letting some opportunities go? Are they just not necessarily getting their execution well, or you guys are just the better team, especially coming off after a loss against this team?
Right. I'm gonna say we the better team too, but we most definitely defensive sound today. Trying to get a stop, trying to stop them before they cross half court.
What are we expecting from you on the second half individually?
More defensive stops and try to get on that run. We're gonna try to get a dunk today.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. V-League center Ali Mehdaoui, and I'm with the face that you absolutely recognize, Miles Winfield. A monster jam on the first half, dominating, absolutely aggressive. So far, so good in the first half against the Black Vipers. What do you think you guys are executing well so you can do it again on the second half?
I think we're doing a good job finding the mismatches for sure. Last week they got us. We won 2 times before that, so we came back, on revenge, just letting them know that they're not better than us. They can't beat us. So we're just doing a good job trying to find the mismatches and also trying to feed the bigs. That way they have to stop helping off.
Basketball is basketball. Preparation is preparation. But losing to this team and then having a back-to-back, how much does that add into the oomph of I got to get you?
I mean, we got to get both. We're trying to win today and we're trying to win tomorrow. That way we have a better seed going into the playoffs. Whether that means a bye or whatever that means, we play the lower seed. We just try and go all the way. So we got to win as many games as we can.
Then there were hustle categories. Second chance points, Bombers 19, Warriors 8. Bench scoring, Bombers 20, Warriors 16. But perhaps the most telling statistic was lead control. The Bombers led the game for over 42 minutes. Now that's dominance. Let's show game flow. The Warriors stayed competitive early. At halftime, the score was 52-43 Bombers. But the fourth quarter is where everything changed. The Bombers exploded for 33 points in the final period. The Warriors managed just 14. That late surge turned what looked like a competitive matchup into a decisive 95-76 road victory. Alongside AJ Cox' monster performance, DJ Tucker added 24 points and 16 rebounds. Arrington, the captain, contributed 13 points and 7 rebounds. Tyler Graham chipped in 11 points for the Warriors. Mike G led with 18 points and 10 rebounds. Marlon added 17 points. Bryce contributed 16 points and 8 rebounds, but the Bombers' physicality and rebounding ultimately decided the game. Segment 5, Neptune's offensive explosion. And just when the league thought it had seen everything, the Virginia Neptunes delivered the most explosive offensive performance of the season, period. Final score, Virginia Neptunes 154, Steel City Reapers 83. That's not just a win. That's an offensive avalanche. The Neptunes showed exactly why they remain one of the league's most dangerous teams. When they get into rhythm offensively, they can overwhelm opponents very quickly. Segment 6, the big picture. So where does the league stand right now? For the Beltway Bombers, this season could become a legacy year. For the Virginia Neptunes, it's about reclaiming control of the throne. For the DMV Warriors, it's about completing a comeback after their slow start. And through it all, teams like the Steel City Reapers and Savannah Hurricanes remain capable of shaking up the standings at any moment. Segment 6. Playoff stakes. And here's where the stakes couldn't be any higher. The V-League Final Four and Championship will be hosted at the Virginia Neptunes home gym, which means every contender is now chasing not just a championship, but the opportunity to win it in Virginia. The Bombers want legacy. The Neptunes want the throne. The Warriors want redemption. And the truth is, it's still anyone's title. So, we have 2 weeks, multiple statement wins, no undefeated teams left, and a championship race that just became completely unpredictable. This is V-League Center. I'm Ali Mehdaoui, and for schedules, standings, and league updates, please visit our brand spanking new VLeague.pro website. You will love it as much as we have. We'll see you next time.
What's something people don't know about the next-gen streaming platform? Imagine a world where streaming isn't just about broadcasting your content, but about creating an entire universe for your audience to explore. Virtuoverse is here to revolutionize content creation. Traditional streaming is outdated. With Virtuoverse, you can step into a new dimension of interaction and creativity. Host events, create content, and engage your audience in a whole new way. Virtuoverse brings next-level virtual experiences where you're not just a creator, you're an innovator. Create your own virtual stage with stunning visuals and real-time engagement. Stream, monetize, and grow, all in one powerful platform. Whether you're an artist, an entrepreneur, or a game changer, Virtuoverse is your stage. Imagine having the tools to not only share your passion, but also to turn it into a thriving business. With Virtuoverse, you can track your growth, engage with your audience in real time, and celebrate your milestones like never before. Ready to level up? Join the revolution in content creation and entertainment. Open a free account today and start your journey towards becoming a virtual pioneer. The future of streaming is here, and it's called Virtuoverse. Don't just stream, create, innovate, and captivate your audience like never before. Join Virtuoverse today and redefine what it means to be a content creator. Virtuoverse integrates seamlessly with your favorite social media platforms, making it easier than ever to share your content and grow your audience. Engage with your followers, receive instant feedback, and build a community around your passion. And here's the game changer. Virtuoverse pays you for watching, adding, and commenting on other people's content. Turn your engagement into earnings and make every interaction count. Virtuoverse is not just a platform, it's a thriving ecosystem where everyone benefits. Join Virtuoverse today and be part of the future of streaming. Create, share, and earn like never before. Virtuoverse, where your creativity meets endless possibilities. Sign up at Virtuoverse for free today.
Welcome to V-League Center, your #1 source for highlights, stats, and stories from the nation's premier Escatons Professional Basketball League. From buzzer beaters to behind the scenes, if it's V-League, it's right here. This is V-League Center.